It's so entertaining to watch. I think for Railway, they're so disciplined in the way that they defend in their press and even their positioning as they move forward. Loreto have incredible runners up front, brilliant skills. So two eye-catching teams, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to calling this one.
And so am I have to say, because it's always brilliant when the final game of the season is between the two best teams in the country, and these certainly are unrivaled, unmatched, as Lisa McCarthy and Mia Jennings have just been involved in the toss of the coin to decide which side will tip off and which side will take which end. So last week it was a really fast start for Railway Union. They were 2 up after a quarter, and they managed to more or less control the game from there. What are you expecting today, Isabel, in terms of the tactics for this one?
Yeah, well, I'm really interested to see how Loreto bounced back, because I know it was only 2-1, so it seems like it was a close game, but having watched it, Railway really were the better team on the day. Loreto will have probably felt that too. I'm sure they've watched it back, and I expect maybe some bigger performances from their senior players, their internationals. I mean, they've got plenty of experience within the group, so coming back after a week, they'll have that hunger. They won't want to lose out to Railway again. Such a rivalry between the teams. They'll want to spoil Emma Smith's 40th birthday celebrations, and I think we'll just see renewed energy from them, because they are such champions. We've seen them be dominant in the league over the last number of years. They won last year at an absolute canter, but it's been a little bit of the thorn in the side for them is their performance in finals as opposed to winning leagues. It requires a different skill set, but I think if they can get on the score sheet early, it'll settle the nerves for them. I think they'll be the more nervous of the two.
Well, we all know about the incredible history of this competition, which goes right back to 1903. First winners were a club called Merton, who beat Hollywood 4-0 in the final. Loreto have played in 15 finals. Their first in 1946, when they beat Victorians by 3-2, and Railway Union have been in just 3 finals, which surprised me, I must say, when I was doing the research. Winning 2 in 2013, they beat UCD 3-2, and in 2024 they beat Catholic Institute by 1-0. So they are the holders and are trying to do the double. And there are the teams taking the handshakes. Mia Jennings leading the line for Loreto. Lisa McCarthy, the captain of Railway Union, and second in line is the Ireland captain, Sarah Hawkshaw, who is such an important member of this Railway Union team.
I think that she's someone who sets the tone for Railway, herself and Katie Mullen in particular, so quick in midfield and then up front. But those stats, yeah, I was looking at those when you sent that through. Railway, it's only 3 finals, and Emma Smith will have played in all 3. I'd say that's an unusual stat for one player to have played in all the finals across such an old competition. But Railway Union came to the fore under Una McCarthy early in the noughties, and then she made her way for Mick McKinnon, who was of course the coach when Railway won in 2013. So great for Una McCarthy to come back and win trophies with Railway. She's a real mentor around the country. She's been trying to get more women into coaching, and she's such a fantastic mentor for female hockey coaches and coaches in general, because it's a world that women probably haven't cracked into as much as sports would have wanted.
So we've got the Champions Trophy winners from last week, Railway Union against the EY League champions, Loreto, in what is, without doubt, the perfect matchup for the finale of this hockey season. A hockey season that began for most of these women way back in September, and which concludes now on this gloriously sunny day, the 10th of May in Three Rock Rovers, as Loreto tip-off playing from left to right in this first half. And it's everybody with their normal colours today, the maroon of Loreto and the yellow and green of Railway Union. And it's Christina Hamill, who had a quiet game last week, getting forward and winning a free near the circle for Loreto, who I am sure will want to start today a lot quicker than they did last week. So Mia Jennings sending it all the way back to Caitlin Sharon gets it back from Caoimhe Purdue, and now it's Grace McLaughlin looking for a free. Lily Lloyd, the railway player, but play continues.
Yeah, I think she actually just kicked it to herself there, Lisa Mulcahy, but she did it so nonchalantly that no foul was called.
Railway, whose star players really shone last week, can they do it again now? That's the question. Sometimes after winning a big trophy like that, there can be a little bit of a dip, and Loreto for certain will want to even the matchups between them this season, where both sides won the home matches in the league. Loreto by 2-0 and Railway by 4-0. Railway with the edge last week.
It's been a good start from Loreto, and we talked about big players coming to the party, and Christina Hamill is that for Loreto in midfield. She's so often the engine room, the creative element. She probably didn't have her best game last week, so they need her to maybe step things up today. By comparison, Railway's playmaker is Sarah Hawkshaw on the ball now. She's got such amazing stick skills, and Emma Smith on the ball now. They were brilliant for Railway. Emma Smith scoring an absolute stunner, the second goal for Railway. She's not often on the score sheet, but when she does score, it tends to be something effortlessly classy, like we saw on that upright reverse.
Katie Mullen with a very strong challenge there on Caitlin Sharon, and Sharon has gone down.
Well, this is a worry for Loreto, because Caitlin Sheeran is the distributor in the back line for Loreto, so everyone on the sideline goes silent as they hope. I think the ball, well, the problem is when you put yourself in that position, the player is entitled to try and hit the ball there. It's all about trying to get in the right position so you don't get injured.
Sarah Hawkshaw wins the free there off Emily Keeley. And here's Katie Mullen, that distinctive style. Intercepted by Emma Smith. Cross comes in, just past that far post. Railway going close in the opening minutes.
Brilliant save from Lizzie Murphy. That's such an awkward height, and at that kind of pace, an important save from her. The knee height when it's not coming at pace is very difficult for any goalkeeper to save, so she's done well.
Hawkshaw back to Orla Fox. And over to Niamh Shaw, whose mother is the manager of this Railway Union team. Family connections all over the place.
And the Shaws live on the same road that Railway is, so she just has to take a little walk around the corner to training Niamh Shaw.
So Emma Smith over this free. You might notice she has Lee on her shirt, but that, of course, her married name. Always known as Emma Smith, just like Una McCarthy, who's not Una Carey. She's always been Una McCarthy. And, of course, her two daughters, both playing in Belgian football with Braxgata at the moment.
Belgian football, they've changed
Did I
sports.
say football? Oh, my goodness. You see, there's my old habits coming in. Lisa McCarthy.
They were good Gaelic players back in the day, and cross-country runners, but I'm not sure that soccer was ever their game.
Caitlin Sharon standing over this and sending it high. Kept in nicely by Lisa Mulcahy. And back it goes to Grace McLaughlin. Good block there from Lily Lloyd. And a chance here for Railway to break, but not quite the control there from Niamh going. Now it's Caoimhe Purdue to Christina Hamill. That's nice play from Loreto. Mia Jennings bursting through the line. Good attack this, came off Shaw, and it's broken kindly for Síofra O'Brien. She'll be one of the danger players for Loreto, no doubt about it. Síofra O'Brien, one of their top goal scorers this year. 15 goals to her name, including 3 in this competition. Yeah, Loreto certainly more up for it today than they were last Sunday in the Champions Trophy final.
Yeah, when you talk about exciting players up front for Loreto's Síofra O'Brien really epitomises that. Speed, stick skills, finishing.
Niamh Short plays it out to Orla Fox, but she loses out, and it's back with Loreto, who are hungry for the ball, you'd have to say, in these opening minutes. Sharon across to Ella Pasley. Another quick lift forward, and the free goes to Loreto this time. Won by Christina Hamill. Trying to get it into the circle, but good defending by Railway Union, and that has been their trump card this season. More clean sheets than any other side. Fantastic goalkeeper in Emma Maloney, and a really well drilled and organised side when they haven't got the ball.
There's another name that we're used to hearing differently. Emma Buckley, formerly. Maloney, the married name, obviously.
Sharon now, half intercepted and blocked there by Ailish Long. But here come Loreto again. Sharp into the circle. Railway with everybody back. Hawkshaw doing the defending. And they've won the free here. Can't imagine there being more than a goal between these sides. They are so evenly matched. Katie Mullen there, losing out to Christina Hamill. Riva Perdue. Challenge came in. Railway not allowing Loreto to dominate with their passing game, and they've got the free hit here.
Yeah, Ailish Long there won the free. It took a while for everyone to realise the whistle had gone, but it was a good piece of defensive work from her. That's twice she's come back and won the ball back for Railway. First time was in the circle.
Roisin Upton sends it forward to Katie Mullen. Two of Railway's most famous players, both multi-Ireland internationals. Free hit given against Mullen that time.
And turned into Grace McLaughlin there, so it was adjudged to be third party. So obstructed Grace McLaughlin from having access to the ball.
Riva Perdue stopped in her tracks by Emma Smith. Lovely piece by Emma Smith in the Railway Union programme for today's match, where she wrote about her love of the game and how much she's enjoyed her involvement. Here's Katie, and she pulls it wide. Katie Mullen with a really good opening.
Yeah, I just wonder, could she have taken a little bit more out of the ball there, gotten a little bit further into the circle. She's just managed to get a stick on it there, the Loreto defender. Emily Keeley now breaking.
That's something that Loreto did not do well last week, was the get quick break from defence into attack. They seem to be a little bit sluggish through the middle, but they're looking more like themselves today. That long ball running out of play.
Well, it feels like that's a real work on that Railway have done in the last couple of seasons, is when they lose the ball and there's a breaking opportunity for the opposition, that they all sprint back. They're so good at getting back in defence.
Perdue, and on the outside is Molly Lennon, who missed last weekend. She was ill, but she's back out playing this week, which is great for Loreto. Now Railway bursting through the centre. Lily Lloyd, that's great work from her. Ali O'Leary, though, unable to keep it in. So fast and furious, but so far no breakthrough.
I think Loreto have had the better of the opening period here. Railway have managed to steal the ball back here, though. Good turn from Lily Lloyd. Was there a sick foul?
Railway battling in the circle. It's a cross in the front, and it's there! First goal of the game to Sarah Patton. And Railway lead by 1-0. Scrappy, but important to get the breakthrough.
Was it necessary for Lizzie Murphy to come out here? I don't know if it was the right call. Well, in fact, it clearly wasn't. Orla Patton, a cross goal. Sarah Patton in the right place. So sister to sister. It was a real sister act for that goal. Sarah Patton 1-0. She's handed Railway the lead.
Still 7 minutes left in the opening quarter, but Railway, just like last week, getting their noses in front.
Yeah, it was coming, wasn't it? I mean, I was saying that Loreto had the better of the opening, but Katie Mullen kind of fired warning shots. She had a couple of chances just before that run of play there, and then Loreto guilty of losing the ball in their own 25, and then just really, it was scrappy. Railway had the numbers to score.
Strange pass there inside from the Railway player, and forcing goalkeeper Emma Maloney to kick it away. Big press on here. Christina Hamill trying to get forward. Good work by Saoirse Griffin to break up that attack.
Well, lifted towards goal, hit the Railway player, so it's a free for the Railway Union side. There's a good opportunity there, wasted by Loreto. Should have really been looking to create a penalty corner opportunity.
Here's Lisa Mulcahy trying to get Loreto moving. Christina Hamill on the outside, working her way into the circle, but pulling that shot, or was it a cross? To the right of the goal and wide. Good reaction from Loreto, but so far without any sharpness around the circle.
That looked devoid of ideas there, Christina Hamill. It's definitely not the best option to an upright reverse there. She didn't look like she was trying to shoot, just putting it in the kind of business area, hoping that someone will pick it up.
Well, we've been talking all year about how brilliant this Railway Union side is defensively, and with their noses in front and given their defensive record this season, this is going to be a really stiff task for Loreto to get back into this game.
I think if they can find a way, Loreto, to use their pace, I think that's what Railway have been good at. They haven't allowed Loreto to use pace around the outside, and that's something that most teams struggle to live with
McCarthy
when they're playing against Loreto.
Doing really well. Roisin Upton finds Sarah Hawkshaw, that mazy little dribble of hers. Into the circle it goes. Cut out there by Lisa Mulcahy. And now it's Emily Keeley. Another very dangerous player for Loreto. Sends it forward to Yasmin Pratt. And lifted by Nicola Torrens, but pulled out by Railway. This is really good play from Railway defensively, but Loreto will keep hammering away until they can get a goal, I'm sure. Christina Hamill. Turned round the corner there by Pratt. Cross comes in from Rachel Kelly. And penalty corner is the result. Umpire Ali Kyo at that end. So the first penalty corner of the game to Loreto.
Yeah, I don't think any arguments there. Saoirse Griffin had to come across. It was very tight. Good cross from Rachel Kelly, just wrong-footed the defender. Saoirse Griffin comes in, and under enough pressure there from Síofra O'Brien that Loreto get an opportunity to level things up.
It's going to be Síofra O'Brien to deliver here. Lisa Mulcahy and Caitlin Sheeran on the edge of the circle.
I think Caitlin Sheeran's very good at sweeping for deflections. Couple of runners in there on the right.
Hamill with the stop. The shot towards the near post by O'Brien. And the free goes to Railway, and you can hear their fans giving a huge cheer to that. And they've broken down the field. And another penalty corner, but this time it's to Railway Union. Niamh going, stopped in her tracks, but unfairly.
We'll have a look at this. A brilliant start from Railway Union. Long ball to Ailish Long, who has the wherewithal to get it into the centre. Niamh going, and it's Caitlin Sheeran, who just swept for the injector, the other end, sprinting back, and she's intervened. She's lucky not to get a card as well, because that seemed a little bit cynical from the Loreto centre back. But from one end to the other, Railway now, can they double their lead?
Lisa McCarthy will send it in. Roisin Upton, Niamh Shaw on the edge of the circle. Vital moment in the game, this. Oh, they've got it all wrong. It's Jenny Long trying to keep the move going, and then the free goes to Loretto. Nia Jennings just having words with the umpire over there, Oliver Brown. As captain, I presume she's entitled to do that.
Not sure why she's complaining. She got the free. It could have gone either way. I feel like it was given for stick fouls, and it would have been difficult to tell who exactly was hitting whose stick. But Katie Mullen on the attack now.
Mullen, such a strong runner. That's a great cross, just inches away.
And Eve going there, just didn't seem to anticipate that cross might be coming in. She loves to cross the ball on her reverse, Katie Mullen. So as a teammate of hers, you've got to expect that.
Great to see a big crowd here at Three Rock Rovers supporting these women on what is a fantastic day for Irish hockey. Hawkshaw, lovely ball up the side to Ali O'Leary. The reverse stick cross, and a chance here for Going. Oh, she's missed it. Going for the reverse into the far corner, no doubt. That was close.
No, I wonder, did she need the full swing? I think just a little bunt on the reverse would have been just the job. She was so close to goal. Could have placed it rather than go for power.
The ball clattering the wire fence in front of us here as we stand on the side of the pitch just near the halfway line. Katie Mullen. Great turn from her, so strong. Cut out by Grace McLaughlin.
Not a lot of height from Loretto. They're obviously in defence at the moment, but I think one of the things that they're struggling with is when they turn defence into attack, they have nobody in the opposition half. Railway have a full press on, so they're trying to get the ball out with numbers, and it's actually crowding things out for them.
Caoimhe Perdue doing a good interception there to deny Sarah Hawkshaw and Katie Mullen, who were combining well for Railway. And there's going to be a free here against Katie Mullen.
She's a feisty character, isn't she? She's often the one on the receiving end of cards, Katie Mullen. Doesn't seem to stop her playing the game right on the edge.
There goes the hooter. Quarter one is done. Railway Union 1 goal ahead. They've got their nose in front thanks to Sarah Patton's goal in that first quarter. And at quarter time, it's Loretto 0, Railway Union 1. Here we go again, quarter number 2, Railway Union with their noses in front. Sarah Patton's goal. Railway looking to win the trophy for the 3rd time. Loretto for the 10th. Who shall prevail? We shall find out in the next hour or so on this sun-kissed day on the Grange Road in Rathfarnham. Loretto and Railway Union battling here at the home of Three Rock Rovers on this great finals day for Irish hockey, sponsored by AIG. And Irish hockey grateful for their support and the support of EY in the League and Champions Trophy competitions. Railway bunting it forward quickly off the stick of Katie Mullen. Lily Lloyd drops it off to Lisa McCarthy, who runs into the challenge of Lisa Mulcahy. Back it goes to Roisin Upton.
Well, this quarter will be a little bit more difficult for both teams because it has dried out the pitch. You can see it bobbling across the ground, so it's definitely an opportunity for forwards to just take a little bit of a chance, maybe bet on a mistake from one of the defenders. We saw it in the men's final that when the pitch dried off, it tended to bounce off the top of players' sticks on occasion, just like that.
Sharon just managing to get in ahead of Lily Lloyd, but she's worked her way around the back, and it's cracked away by Mia Jennings. So Railway with possession in the left corner. Una McCarthy shouting out the instructions for Railway Union. What a hero she has been, heroine even, for Irish hockey. Decades of involvement in the sport, and still as enthusiastic as ever.
Well, across so many different areas as well. School hockey, whatever school she's involved in, have grown. Latest one was Muckross, and then at underage international level, and then producing her twin daughters who've been so good on the international stage. Obviously would have been playing for Railway last year. They've moved, as you said, to play soccer, was it, in Braxcata? A little bit unlucky there from Lisa McCarthy, just the back of her stick. It was adjudged by Ollie Brown. Katie Mullen putting herself in the firing line. Great block by
Mullen there. Hawkshaw quickly onto the loose ball, drops it off to Katie Mullen. Good vision to see Roisin Upton, but she's quickly closed down by Rachel Kelly. Niamh Shaw. Hawkshaw now. Quickly again, the closing down in the middle of the pitch is very noticeable from both sides. Neither team given any space in there. Now here come Railway Union, driving down the side. That's a great run. And a super challenge by Ella Pasley to break up that Railway attack, but it's won back again. They're relentless, Railway Union. They're looking for number 2 here. What a run by Emma Smith down that sideline. How does she do it at that age?
Yeah, she just looks like she's gliding, doesn't she? It's always been her way. It's very frustrating playing against her, I'd imagine, because she just doesn't look like she's even trying that hard, but she's very, very quick. That's how she can do it at that age. She's always been fast. If you start off not too fast, you just get slower. You can't live with it when you're turning 40. A good break here from Mia Jennings.
Closely watched by Sarah Hawkshaw. Free goes to Loretto. Cut out by Hawkshaw. There's a Railway Union player down. Not sure who it is.
I think it might be Roisin Upton.
Umpire Ali Kyo quickly in to see if she's okay. Yeah, Roisin Upton it is. One of Railway's elite players, you'd have to say. Roisin and Katie and Sarah. But it's a real team effort from this Railway squad. Every single player contributes to all the wins and the rare defeats as well.
And she's been a great addition since joining a couple of years ago.
Umpire Ollie Brown just explaining to Sarah Hawkshaw why that free was given, I think. Taken by Mia Jennings. Sharon. Wide on the right is McLaughlin. Into the corner. Lisa Mulcahy trying to find a way around the side. And we've got a penalty corner here for Loretto. Big moment, their second of the game.
A good pace around the outside, just got too quick, and I think it was Orla Fox stick foul in a very promising position. She was beaten, so Alison Keogh gives the penalty corner, the second one for them.
Coming at the start of this second quarter. Those Railway Union defenders getting ready to rush out here. What can Loreto produce here? Can they get back on terms in the cup final? The shot's well wide from Caoimhe Purdue.
Yeah, I think
no
it was
threat there on the goal protected by Emma Maloney.
I don't think it was a shot per se. It just didn't go to the player on the right post, who was well covered, it has to be said. Yasmin Pratt over there on the right post wasn't in the right place, or the shot or the pass didn't go to the right place. Whichever it was, it's ended in a missed opportunity from Loreto, but they come again through Christina Hamill.
And here's Mia Jennings. Drives it towards the circle, but intercepted by Roisin Upton. And that will be a line ball to Railway Union. The yellow and green, victorious last week in the Champions Trophy final. Can they make it a double here today and end their season on a high? Or will Loreto come back and make it a double for them of League and Cup? These are the questions that will be answered in the next hour. It was Emma Smith trying to get forward down the right, but no space there. Terrific crowd enjoying this sun-kissed day. The clubhouse over there thronged with supporters from both sides.
Putting pressure there from Sarah Hawkshaw, forcing the mistake from Grace McLaughlin. I think that Loreto win in the battle of the flags. Anyway, they've got an enormous flag hanging down. Railway just the small green and yellow.
Saoirse Griffin. Challenge comes in, and then it's put behind by Ali O'Leary. It's a tight game. It's a really tense struggle, this. There aren't too many openings for either side.
I just wonder, there were a few golden opportunities from Railway in that first quarter. I wonder if they'll live to regret not putting at least one of them away. Katie Mullen had a couple of chances. Niamh Going had a reverse stick opportunity. So Loreto have done well to keep it to just one goal. And you feel like they definitely have goals in them, Loreto.
Caoimhe Purdue lifting that one forward, but the free goes to Railway Union. Roisin Upton to take it. Back from Niamh Shaw. So many players at this level playing with their heads up, getting a picture of the pitch and knowing where the weakness might be in the opposition. Very tight in the corner. No room for Loreto to move in. Not the best of lifts there. The play can continue, and it's off Hawkshaw for a free to Loreto. So few chances at either end. It's a tight game.
Yeah, and there's that bouncing ball again. So it's definitely not easiest conditions, even though it is so beautifully sunny.
Yeah, in hockey it's always good when there's a little bit of drizzle in the air.
Exactly. We play it in winter, don't we? It's a water-based pitch, so you need water on it to keep the passes smooth. Nice interception. Katie Mullen now has an opportunity going forward.
Niamh Going on her outside. She plays it through the centre. Hawkshaw can't get onto it. It's Purdue again, who's having a big game for Loreto defensively. She seems to be popping up everywhere. Left back, right back.
Well, she's a big player for them, isn't she? The Irish international.
Yeah. And of course coaching at Loreto School in Beaufort as well. And that's Mullen trying to turn and just dumbfounded by that shrill blast on the whistle from Ollie Brown.
I think she knows exactly why it's gone against her. She's just disappointed that it has.
Molly Lennon keeping it in well. Girl they missed last week. Couldn't play in the Champions Trophy semi-finals and final because of illness. but Coach Paul Fitzpatrick will be delighted that she's able to play today.
And Jenny Long did so well there, using her indoor hockey skills. Such a good tackler. Amazing defence for Railway in the indoor team. So she's definitely not one you want to take on the flat stick tackle.
Whistles going all over the place.
Well, neither team seems to have got a handle on that rule over the overhead. When the ball comes down, whoever's underneath it is entitled to 5 metres.
Which you rarely have. Good play by Hawkshaw. Knocked up the line towards Emma Smith, but a bit too much pace in that pass. This was never going to be a purist's game. It's a cup final. It's all about winning. Nobody cares how, as long as you get your hands on that trophy at the end of the day.
No, well, I think when two teams are so closely matched, there's so little time on the ball. We've just seen it there. Sarah Hawkshaw harried out of possession.
Mia Jennings, the Loreto skipper, leading by example. That was great play by her.
She's such a tough competitor, isn't she?
Yep.
Mia Jennings wears her heart on her sleeve. Saw the post-match last week. Saw the disappointment that she felt.
Oh, great play by Hawkshaw, opening up the field. Lisa McCarthy now into the corner for Lily Lloyd. Just 2 players in the circle for Railway Union, and the move there, which looked promising, has come to nothing.
A really excellent positioning from Grace McLaughlin. Lily Lloyd has such quick hands, so it's difficult at times to tackle her, but McLaughlin stood her ground.
Nowhere for Loreto to go. Free goes Railway's way. Taken by Lily Lloyd. Broken up though well by Loreto. Challenge by Hawkshaw was unfair, so it's going to be another free to Loreto. Lisa Mulcahy.
That was well read.
Katie Mullen almost.
Just over the stick, incredible. But very close.
Ella Pasley now for Loreto. Stopped by Hawkshaw, great tackle. Now it's Katie Mullen. Gets past the challenge of Grace McLaughlin. Such a forceful player, Katie Mullen. But in the end, Loreto win it back. McLaughlin gives it away to Hawkshaw. I think both sides just need to slow things down a little. They're playing at 100 miles an hour. Here's Hawkshaw again. Cut out by Lisa Mulcahy, but off her feet, and that's going to be a penalty corner.
Well, that's the pitch we're talking about again there. Lifted ball. It's very difficult to judge when it's dry like this how it's going to bounce off the surface, so she just misjudged that on the reverse, deflected into her own feet, and Railway Union, that's a kind of a penalty corner from nothing after a bit of ping pong.
So this is penalty corner number 2 for Railway Union. There's just 1 goal between them. They're level on the penalty corner count.
Three castles.
Katie Mullen to pull it in here. Oh, pity Hawkshaw stopped there, didn't work out. And then she has the follow-up shot, and it's going to be another penalty corner to Railway Union.
Well, Sarah Hawkshaw, I'm not sure if she was the one who mistrapped the last time, but that's 2 traps that haven't gone to plan.
Injected by Mullen again. Niamh Shaw drops it off to Roisin Upton. Chance maybe for Mullen to shoot. Oh, past that far post. Maybe just a foot or 2 away.
It was nicely worked, wasn't it? Niamh Shaw, a little illusion behind the back. And then it looked like Roisin Upton was going to take the shot, but she slipped it to Katie Mullen, who had a lot of time to take the shot.
Mia Jennings finding Nicola Torrens on the right side. Cross was dangerous, but Lisa McCarthy is there to take it away from the danger area. Railway Union 1 goal up in this very tense but exciting cup final. Loretto doing well to press high up the pitch, making it difficult for Railway to get out. Strong breeze continuing to blow, probably favouring Railway slightly in this first half. Christina Hamill, who hasn't had a lot of time on the ball in this last few minutes.
Well, I just wonder, is her workload being managed? Because we saw earlier her wrist being strapped, so she'd usually spend a bit more time on the field. She's been off for a good long while.
Dropped off to Lisa Mulcahy. Taking on Orla Fox on the outside. The cross is dangerous. And it was Grace Donald who couldn't quite get her stick on it, but that was a good chance for Loretto.
Yeah, it's a really good matchup that for Loretto, because Mulcahy has Orla Fox for pace around the outside, so she needs to make sure that she doesn't get isolated there. Orla Fox needs someone to come around behind her to affect the challenge, because we saw the previous time she gave away a penalty corner. This time she didn't put in the challenge because she just didn't have the speed. So that's definitely an opportunity for Loretto. They'll be trying to get Mulcahy on the ball around the outside on the right hand side as much as they can.
Free to Loretto on the edge of the circle. Chance here for the maroon clad team from up the road in Rathfarnham, and the reverse stick shot sails over the crossbar, but it was half a chance all right for Loretto.
Went right across the circle. You wondered, was there anyone there to pick it up? But Grace Donald, she ended up on her reverse, probably might have looked to go forehand had she the chance over again.
Sharon missed it, and this is Sarah Patton. Cut out by Quiva Perdue. Bouncing up off the stick of Rebecca Fitzpatrick. One back again by Patton, who's such a strong player up front for Railway Union. Sarah Hawkshaw into the circle! Oh, pulls it just past the far post.
Well, how close was Niamh going to that as well? That, I don't know if it was a shot or a pass, but she put it in the mixer, didn't she? Might have just been behind Niamh going. Difficult to see from our angle, but looking dangerous on the break, Railway Union.
That's off Emma Smith's body, so it's going to be a free to Loretto, taken by Quiva Perdue. I always think Railway are more dangerous when Sarah Patton is on the pitch. She's such a big, rangy runner, and makes it very difficult for defenders.
Yeah, she's so quick. She actually started out as a defender for Railway, but has been moved up front. Very good indoor player as well. Good tackle.
Rebecca Fitzpatrick losing out to Emma Smith. Emma gets the free hit, or the line ball rather, which she'll leave for Orla Fox. There goes the hooter. Half time has come in a flash. We're absorbed by this game. It's so close. Sarah Patton's goal in the first period, the separating the sides, and as they go in at the break on this wonderful day at Three Rock Rovers ground on the Grange Road, it's Loretto 0, Railway Union 1. Join us again for the second half in about 10 minutes' time.
Yeah, no, we're just trying to...
As best we can.
And you're welcome back to Grange Road for this AIG sponsored Irish Senior Cup final. And as we start the second half with Railway narrowly ahead, let me just mention the AIG's support for Hockey Ireland. Since August 2024, the official insurance partner of men's and women's hockey, and also sponsors of the under-16 girls international team. So many thanks to AIG for their continued support and sponsorship of Irish hockey, and especially on this big day, the finale of the Irish hockey season here at Three Rock Rovers, with Railway Union leading by a 1-0, scored by Sarah Patton in the first quarter. These two very evenly matched sides. There is nothing between them in this match.
Well, just the one goal. But there's an opportunity for Loretto to get on terms. A card for Railway Union. It was a poor stick foul from Orla Patton. She's just there, didn't do the footwork maybe required, and she's going to have a sit down for a couple of minutes. So Loretto, they get their third penalty corner. They've had one in each of the quarters so far. They haven't been successful yet. They had a couple of different people inject. The two people who've done the work on the top of the circle are now over the two castles.
Sharon and Cueva Perdue, and it's Sharon who strikes it, but somehow it stayed out.
No, well, it went in the goal, but it was given as a free out. Now the umpires are going to come together. I think it came in and hit. They're going to showing where the bruise is. Katie Mullen, it's hit her in the knee, and it went down into the goal. But because the whistle had gone, the goal doesn't stand. So it's going to be another penalty corner for Loretto. I felt like maybe that was going to be too high as well. So it was a difficult one to decide.
Bit of a let off for Railway Union the last time. Can Loretto get level here? Oh, another mistake on the edge of the circle from Mia Jennings. Played forward to Sharon, quickly into the circle, half cleared away. Railway Union happy just to see the ball out of their own end. Need going, lovely stick skill. Wins the free off Emily Keeley, quickly forward to Lily Lloyd. Well, that was a let-off for Railway Union, and just showing that Loretto are very much in this game.
Yeah, and what that really shows me, because Mia Jennings is, I mean, both teams have struggled in that particular spot to stop the ball. So maybe it's a case of changing your option. Do you have a short option, the near side that you can pass to, because the reverse stick stop looks difficult on the top of the circle down that end.
Lloyd intercepts for Railway Union. Roisin Upton knocks it forward to Katie Mullen, who's being tracked all the way by Lisa Mulcahy. Railway in the yellow and green, trying to win the cup for a third time against the Loretto side, trying to win it for the 10th. The league champions against the Champions Trophy winners, the two best teams in Irish women's hockey this season, with so many international players on show. And here's Lily Lloyd, Cueva Perdue between her and the goal. And that's good defending again by Loretto.
Yeah, Lily Lloyd struggles, hasn't she? She's normally so good on the ball, but looks a little bit devoid of ideas. And she is up against Cueva Perdue, whose defensive ability is very, very good.
Orla Patton has just rejoined the action, so Railway Union back to 11 players. And a lovely bit of skill from Orla Patton there. Knocks it forward to Sarah Hawkshaw, who runs out of room, and it's going to be a free to Loretto, given by umpire Ali Kyo. You can feel the tension in the air. Isabel. You know, the crowd on the far side, they're not making much noise. I think they're all waiting to see what is going to be the next dramatic moment in this game.
Well, it's quite incredible to think there's only one goal in it. It doesn't feel like it's a one-goal game, and there have been some really good opportunities. So I think what's happening is the crowd on the far side are so absorbed in what's happening, they're forgetting to cheer. Sure, if there's a goal for either team, we'll hear them well enough.
Oh, and Katie Mullen sends those crosses in. Does she whack the ball or what?
She certainly doesn't hold back, does she?
No.
In any way, shape or form, and anything that she does, it seems.
Back to Roisin Upton. Oh, good interception. And Loretto on the counter-attack here. Yasmin Pratt.
Just what they
to
want.
Rachel Kelly. Orla Fox trying to stop her getting forward, or Orla Patton rather.
Yeah, she needs to be really careful there, Orla Patton, because that was another bit of sloppy stick work, and if she gets another card, it could be 5 minutes.
Good play by Christina Hamill, getting through the lines and creating something there, and it's another penalty corner to Loretto.
Saoirse Griffin, a little bit unlucky. It's just bouncing into the circle, and good. She's so good in her 3D skills in there. And unsighted Saoirse Griffin, she's worried more about her player, and it just happens to hop through and hit her on the foot. Nothing she could really do about that.
Well, it might be 1-0 to Railway, but it's 5-3 now to Loretto when it comes to penalty corners in this match. But they have to convert one. On the edge of the circle, Lisa Mulcahy, number 5, and Caitlin Sharon, number 10. Knocked to the side, good block. Fearless play by the Railway Union defenders. That was Orla Fox and Katie Mullen. Here goes Lily Lloyd. Knock forward to Sarah Hawkshaw. Back to Lloyd, but played behind her. And now it's Emily Keeley to clear. The game is opening up now. There's a little bit of space between the end-to-ends. Here comes Yasmin Pratt. So many Railway players back defending. There was about 4 Railway players surrounding her.
Well, that's exactly what Loretto want, is the opportunity to run into space. So the counter-attack is where they look most dangerous. The pace we saw there, all the Railway Union players sprinting at full tilt, trying to get back and get between the ball and the goal.
This is Ella Pasley, but she's given away the free to Railway Union. Still ahead from that Sarah Patton goal in the first quarter. Just 10.5 minutes left now in the third.
Ella Pasley from a really good sporting family. Her cousin Leah Paul, who plays for the Irish cricket team. Pasley was also a good cricket player, but hockey her first passion. Brilliant turn and go there from Katie Mullen, just deceived everybody.
Too much pace for most of the Loretto defenders. Played across to Olivia Mullen. Trying to get into the circle. And that was a close one.
Yeah, Ali O'Leary in a good position there, but just no pace on the ball. She had to try and create something, and she lifted it into the goalkeeper, so they'll have a long corner, but it was a promising attack. Brilliant vision from Katie Mullen to find her sister Olivia outside the circle.
So Hawkshaw to take it. Movement across the circle by Olivia Mullen. But that's come to nothing. If anything, Loretto have been the more likely side to score in this third quarter. Christina Hamill again with some great stick work, looking for a free.
Saoirse Griffin just getting herself into a little bit of a difficult position. Brilliantly judged overhead there. But Yasmin Pratt couldn't take it down. It would have been a brilliant opportunity because she was beyond the defender for Railway. It has been something that's worked well for them, Loretto, those overheads. Judging the distances really well, Caitlin Sheeran in particular.
Both sides ringing the changes, trying to keep the players on the pitch as fresh as possible. It's been a high-intensity battle so far. Ella Pasley lifting it into the corner. Christina Hamill, always so skillful on the ball, and she's won the free here. Well,
I think Loretto were hoping for a penalty corner there, but he's gone back for the original free because the the lift in the circle was too high. So played advantage, no advantage.
Cross comes in, Orla Fox trying to get it away. And it's going to be another penalty corner to Loreto. They're the ones who look the more likely in this third quarter.
Yeah, we'll have a look at how the ball comes up off the stick here. It's a lifted pass from Pasley. But here, when it goes up, Orla Fox, the initial one went up off a railway stick, then Orla Fox, it goes up, and then it's landing in a group of players. So that's always going to be a penalty corner. And I think that Loreto have done the right thing the last corner where they went to the near side castle where it looks like it's a bit easier to stop. They've switched positions here, Mulcahy and Christina Hamill, so you'd imagine it's Sheeran for a strike.
Good pace on the delivery, knocked to the side. Christina Hamill gets another penalty corner, which came off Orla Patton.
She's so quick out, isn't she, Orla Patton? Manages, they've gone for another change up here, a little pass to Hamill, who looks to go back to Purdue. It was well read from Patton.
Here we go, Quiva Purdue into the corner, and that was Sheafra O'Brien, but she couldn't quite get the reverse away. But 5 penalty corners to Loreto in the third quarter and none to Railway, so they really are forcing a lot of pressure on the yellow and green defence as they try to come back into this cup final. The AIG sponsored Irish Senior Cup final. Railway ahead through that Sarah Patton goal. Seems like ages ago she scored in the first quarter. It's going to be a free to Loreto. Mia Jennings not taking it from the right place, so they'll have to do it again. Back it goes to Sharon. Knocked up in a straight line to Pratt. Good skill from Sheafra O'Brien, but super defending there by Niamh Shaw. Emma Smith running into the challenge. No free given. Play on, says the umpire.
Well, in fact, he's given the free to Loreto, but he's playing advantage. So that's an incredible decision. I'm not really sure why it's come about. Emma Smith taking a tumble. She had control of the ball.
Just a goal in it. This game could go either way. It's on a knife edge, really.
No, we saw that Loreto came back last week when they were 2-0 down for quite a long time. Oh, good interception from Christina Hamill. Important from Orla Patton.
Yeah, great play by Orla Patton to deny Hamill on that occasion. Just kept in by Quiva Purdue. Turns past Sarah Patton.
They're all lining up on the sideline during the changes. It's such a fast-paced game.
I'd like to see a bit more of this kind of play. Both sides have been rushing a little bit. Purdue into the corner. Rachel Kelly just can't quite control it. Free goes to Railway Union.
Jenny Long finds Roisin Upton. Niamh Shaw in a spot of bother here.
Great pressure being applied by Yasmin Pratt, just knocks it away, and it's out off the Loreto stick, so Railway Union can just regather themselves.
Yeah, really risky stuff from Niamh Shaw, so fair play to her for taking that on, hitting it out.
The lifted ball, Purdue does well. Great pressure from Niamh Going and Orla Patton, and Going is away here. Challenge comes in from Sharon. It'll be free to Loreto this time.
I think it hit Going's foot before she then found Sharon's foot. It's getting a little bit frayed, this encounter.
Lisa Mulcahy. Yeah, it's all very anxious. Both sides are so desperate to get the tackles in. Neither team has any space to try and build up any momentum.
Deirdre Griffin now shipping a green card, so Railway down to 10.
So 2-minute penalty and a penalty corner again to Loreto, who are really forcing it in this third quarter, desperate to get back on terms.
Well, it just the ball finds its way into the circle. Niamh Shaw looking to win the ball. I think it's just hit her foot. Umpire Ollie Bryan in a good position to see. Long discussion from Loretto as they try to figure out how they're going to get through the defences here, because Railway have had plenty of practice in the defensive short corner arena. Rachel Kelly will inject. Purdue and Sheeran have switched places yet again.
Surely one of these is going to come to something. Will this be the moment that Loretto get back on terms? It's a good stop. The shot, though, is blocked away by Katie Mullen, who claims it came off her stick, but nobody believes her.
No, well, look, you can't blame her for trying, but no sound is usually a bit of a giveaway that it's the body. Loretto have to go straight away again. You're not allowed to convene when it's a re-award.
Just over 3 minutes left in quarter number 3. A quarter that has been dominated by Loretto. Can they get on the score sheet? Purdue with the shot, and it's another penalty corner off a Railway defence.
A deflection into a leg there.
This is penalty corner number 8 in the third quarter. Surely Loretto will profit from one of these. Purdue again with the shot. Down goes Maloney to make the save. Super stop.
Super stop and super clearance. That's the really impressive part, because second phase is so important in penalty corners, but Emma Maloney gets rid very, very quickly.
Trying to force the cross in and free to Loretto. Hawkshaw stands her ground as Sharon was trying to get into the circle. Really good cross from Loretto, but they're going to get the free hit on the edge. Another good cross, batted away by Maloney. It's all Loretto. Surely they'll find a way back into this game. And another penalty corner goes to the maroon side. Well, this really is remarkable.
9th penalty corner of the quarter, and what a save again from Emma Maloney. But it was aerial. Hawkshaw had a battle with Sheeran to try and clear it. Ended up hitting Sarah Hawkshaw's foot. It's almost like they're all having a bit of a rest the last few minutes. There have been so many penalty corners.
Railway hanging on to this slender lead given to them by Sarah Patton in the first quarter. Now Loretto with Grieva Purdue knocking it to the side, and this time...
Yeah, obstruction from the Loretto forwards. They're trying to block the runners coming out, get a shot away, but it was spotted. It was well done by Railway, good acting from them, showing exactly how they were obstructed from running the line that they wanted to.
But can Railway keep the possession? That's the question. It's just all Loretto in this third quarter. I don't think any neutrals in the crowd would complain if this game was tied up at 1-1. But it's still 1-0 Railway, thanks to that Patton goal.
It's way too much out of that.
Skill from Katie Mullen. And Neve going into the circle. Can she get the shot away? Oh! Good effort. Well wide, though, of that right-hand post. A rare breakout for Railway Union.
Well, there's a green card here for Grieva Purdue, I think it is. Something that happened earlier. Presumably, maybe she obstructed a run from someone. She's going to have a sit down now. So Railway, this is a good opportunity for them to try and regain the ascendancy. It's been all Loretto for the last number of minutes.
Into the final minute of quarter number 3. A match that has been absolutely extraordinary in its intensity. Not always the best of hockey, but like I said, it's a cup final. It's all about just getting your hands on that famous old trophy, which goes back to 1903. Christina Hamill just running out of room on that far side, and there's going to be another card here, and it's a yellow card this time. So that's 5 minutes on the bench. And it's Olivia Mullen who's got the yellow. Bruising challenges coming in. It's getting feisty on the Grange Road.
There's a big chat here from Ali Keogh. It's about this challenge here, and there's afters as well. She pushes through there. The captain for Loreto, that shows the and Katie Mullen. That was a very heavy tackle on her.
Are you surprised there wasn't a card there?
I'm very surprised. I think that the umpires are having a chat about what they're going to do, because that was. It depends on whether they really realise that challenge came after the initial one. It was a little push from Jennings. They're discussing it. It's got to be, I would think, at least a yellow, considering that they've already been given cards for a similar offence.
So Caoimhe Purdue is coming to the end of her 2 minutes on the sideline. Olivia Mullen still has a few minutes to sit out. The clock obviously has stopped, and it's umpire Ali Kyo just going to explain what the decision is. It is a yellow card, and it surely has to be Mia Jennings. So the Loreto captain will be off for 5 minutes, and well,
it's
this
at the
cup
discretion.
final.
It's at the discretion how long it's going to be. It can be between 5 and 10, I think, and you rarely get more than 5.
So, Railway currently 10 players, and Loreto down to 9. And you just feel that if Railway Union could get a goal now, it would just break Loreto's hearts, because they've put their life and soul into this match, especially since half-time, but without being able to breach that Railway Union defence.
You could hear pin drop in 3 Rock as we approach three-quarter time. Railway still in front, but only by 1 goal. It's a very tight game with cards aplenty. Make sure you join us again in a couple of minutes' time, where we see the finish of this enthralling encounter.
Well, it's tense and it's taut, and there's 3 players on the naughty chairs, if you will. Olivia Mullen will be rejoining the action shortly. She got a green card at the end of quarter number 3. Caoimhe Purdue also will be back shortly, and Mia Jennings has most of her 5 minutes to serve on the sideline. So it's 10 for Railway, 9 for Loreto, and we're about to enter the 4th quarter with Loreto still that goal behind, despite all the pressure that they exerted on Railway in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and 2 players on the sideline definitely doesn't help their cause. Just had confirmation it's just a 5-minute yellow card for the captain of Loreto. But Caoimhe Purdue, you'd imagine, will be back in very shortly. She's just got a yellow or green card, which is 2 minutes. I'm just checking my hockey rules, and it is at the umpire's discretion whether you get more than 5 minutes. So yellow, you get at least 5 minutes, but they can give you more if they feel the offence was very bad, but not bad enough for a red. But just had confirmation from the sideline that it's only 5 minutes.
Sarah Hawkshaw, who's hardly been in the game since half-time. Now it's Emma Smith. Just looking at her options, and Mullen thought she'd scored, my word, on the end of that pass from Emma Smith. But somehow it stayed out of the net.
Well, they've got great understanding, played for Ireland together for a very long time, Emma Smith and Katie Mullen. Brilliant crossfield ball from Smith, who's on the ball again here, but Katie Mullen touched it, and yeah, celebrations for her. Lizzie Murphy just put paid to that very quickly, stuck her left boot out.
Well, we'll have to see a replay of that when we get a moment, but the ball is still in play, and Hawkshaw sends it into the centre, and it's Mullen again cracking the shot. Well, Railway have had a few openings from open play, but it's Loreto who've had the lion's share of possession and all of those penalty corners that they have not been able to convert.
And I think the fact that Railway are so wary of Loreto's pace up front, you can see they get loads of numbers behind the ball. That's why they've shipped so many penalty corners, because they're willing to give away fouls in the circle. They're not willing to give space to Loreto, just like this, to run around the outside.
Good work there by Orla Fox to win the free hit for Railway Union. So the final quarter of the final match of an incredibly epic season, where these two sides have been so brilliant, you'd have to say, competing for the league title. And then last week in the Champions Trophy final, which was such a narrow game, just 2-1 to Railway. Railway ahead by just a goal here. And honestly, this game could go either way. And don't forget, if it's level at the end of normal time, there will be a shootout. Wouldn't that be the most dramatic way to end this cup final? Oh, super run down the side by Sharon, and then save in the middle again from Maloney, who's been quite brilliant for Railway Union today.
Shifa O'Brien swung the stick there, didn't actually make contact with the ball, so it was given as a free out, but Emma Maloney had it covered anyway.
Great play from Sarah Patton, couldn't quite connect with Emma Smith.
There's a good sign on the sideline, we saw it, didn't we, of Emma Smith in her gear saying 1 more year. I don't know if she'll do it again. Entering her 40s might be a big ask.
Still both teams are a player down. Olivia Mullen and Mia Jennings on the sideline, serving out their yellow cards. At this stage of the game, nobody wants to make a mistake. Railway Union with their noses in front, they'll think that they can finish it here. Maybe it's Sarah Patton's day. She's already scored once, but she was denied there by a brilliant challenge from Quiva Purdue.
Incredible challenge there from Quiva Purdue. That's the kind of time where you give up on something, but she kept going.
Mullen's cross. Loreto trying to break quickly. Yasmin Pratt onto it now. Oh, it's great play by Pratt, lifting it over the Railway stick. Super skill. And it's Roisin Upton who stops her in her tracks. Now it's Emily Keeley, and it's yet another penalty corner to Loreto.
Well, I have to say, I think that's very harsh, because Roisin Upton was inside the circle when that free was taken, so she's set off as soon as the free was taken. I think she was 5 yards away when the player started running with the ball. So it's a difficult one. Ali Kyo is very far away. I don't think she's going to overturn it. They're having a little chat here, and they're going to stick with their decision, because unless you're absolutely certain, you're not going to overturn your partner in crime's decision. Definitely not from far away, unless you see like a foot or something like that. So I think, yeah, a little bit unjust, but first penalty corner of the final quarter. Another one for Loreto. 12
for them now. Railway have had just 3, and none in this second half, which has been dominated by Loreto. It's going to be O'Brien to inject this. And the reverse stick shot from Emily Keeley sails over the crossbar. Both of the yellow card offences have been served, and we're back to 11 aside, and straight away Mia Jennings is in to put that one out of play. Saoirse Griffin lifting it forward. Caoimhe Purdue underneath it. Niamh Going commits the foul. Here's Christina Hamill. Oh, which side has their name written on the cup? We're going to find out in the next 15 minutes. Caitlin Sherritt down the line from Keeley. That was Rachel Kelly trying to get the cross in. And here she comes again. Again, Railway hold firm. How have they managed to keep the score at 0 today? It's extraordinary. Katie Mullen doing really well on that far side.
I think Katie Mullen as well has had, what's she missed the post 4 times? So it could easily be a couple of goals for Railway, but Loreto with that penalty corner count, I don't think you'd often see them get 12 penalty corners and not get on the score sheet. Christina Hamill rather, making a great entry there to the circle, and she's won another penalty corner for her side. Orla Fox just wasn't quite able to get outside the circle before she challenged Christina Hamill there. She's so dangerous when she gets the ball in the air. Seems to have the ball on a string. A big long chat from Loreto. I'm not sure that reverse stick option from Emily Keeley is that promising. And you never want to be in the situation where you're coming up with corners on the fly out on the pitch. That's which castle will we go to? Who's going to have the nerves of steel, the ice in the veins, and put it in the corner? Sheeran on the right-hand castle. Shifra O'Brien to send this one in. Can Loreto finally break their duck? Oh, there's another save from Maloney, who just raised her leg there to block it on the line. And here's a chance for Sarah Patton to break away. She's got Going in support and Hawkshaw as well. Can Railway break Loreto's hearts with a second goal here? It would surely be a clincher. Sarah Hawkshaw gets the cross in. Brilliantly defended by Grace McLaughlin. And now it's Loreto's chance to break. Shifra O'Brien drops it off to Nia Jennings. And now Christina Hamill. Yeah, that was a good option from Loreto. They went for the deflection, just didn't get the height they required because Emma Buckley had logged. Caoimhe Purdue gives it away. Sarah Hawkshaw. Patton wanted it down the side, but she was actually being substituted at that moment by Ailish Long. Railway have got their nose in front from that Sarah Patton goal way back in the first quarter of this match, and they've hung on for dear life as they've tried to win the cup for the second time in a row. Last year they beat Catholic Institute by 1-0. Oh, a little flick there, that was close. Niamh Going getting on the end of that cross, and it was well saved by Liz Murphy in the Loreto goal. Yeah, super brilliant effort. Yeah, it was. I think the angle is what helped Lizzie Murphy here. So it's quite a tight angle. She didn't have to worry about both sides of her goal really, but a great run, nice injection from Orla Patton there. That was just swatted away. Helps being a tall goalkeeper as well. Niamh Shaw's ball forward can't connect with a Railway player in the circle. Back comes possession to Loreto with 7.5 minutes to go. Really different tactics from the two teams here. Loreto very much running the ball up the pitch and into the circle, winning penalty corners. Railway the last few minutes when they've had the opportunity, happy to send the ball into the circle. Well run back by Ailish Long. Ali O'Leary just about managing to catch up with that one. Here come Railway again. O'Leary's cross dealt with by the Loreto defence. Jennings. Really good play, but she runs out of room, and the challenge from Emma Smith wins it back for Railway Union. You could just hear Una McCarthy on the sideline that she wants the ball played back around. She doesn't want all these crash balls into the circle, so that I'm not sure it's a tactic. Maybe it's a tired tactic from the Railway players out in the middle that they are sending the ball in rather than running it. It's all part of what I was saying earlier about this rush to get the ball forward
instead of considering the options and timing it. But it's easy to say from the sidelines. It's a completely different matter when you're out there in the middle and you're fighting for a trophy. The AIG Irish Senior Cup on the line here. Just a goal between these sides into the final few minutes of the match. Free goes to Railway Union, quickly taken by Orla Patton. Inside from Ali O'Leary.
Well, maybe a little bit
Loreto stick.
Guilty Railway of rushing things, because when they're in counter-attack they don't have players forward, so that's actually a good outcome for them, that Jenny Long can take a little bit of time, let players get forward.
Roisin Upton to Hawkshaw, who was closely marked. Hawkshaw again. Great run from her. The cross is dangerous. Loreto managing to hang on though, keeping it at 1-0. As long as it's 1-0, they're in the game. And again, Railway win it back. Super play there by Jenny Long. And now Lily Lloyd trying to work her way through, but the free goes the way of the maroon shirts of Loreto. Fans over on that far side trying to get behind their sides, but there's such a feeling of nervousness around this stadium. It really is extraordinary. So much on the line here. Can Loreto win the double, having already captured the EY League for 24-25? Or will Railway win the double, having won the Champions Trophy last week? Oh, there we go, another penalty corner, this time given away by Roisin Upton.
Well, I think it was actually for the stick foul from Sarah Hawkshaw. She's apologising to her team. She just didn't get in a good position. She's on the right of the screen here. There you go, hooks the stick. Emily Keeley was on her way into the circle. Roisin Upton, well, she was actually in a pretty good position, so it wasn't necessary from Railway's Sarah Hawkshaw. But another corner, number 14 for Loreto.
14 penalty corners and no goals yet. Sarah Hawkshaw has got a card. I'm not sure whether it was green or yellow for that challenge. Probably a green card, which means that Railway Union are down to 10 for the next couple of minutes, and it's Loreto desperately trying to get back on terms.
Let's go, Bucks.
Can they do it here? Penalty corner number 14.
Too high, so now they're stopping time, because I think they're going to remove their goalkeeper Emma Maloney. In fact, Lizzie Murphy. It's Loreto, of course, who are looking to press an advantage of outfield players, especially now that Railway are down to 10 players. So they need to be careful, Loreto. They do have a player, Grace McLaughlin is back on the 25, but should Railway get through, which they have done a number of times in this quarter, they will have a much better chance of scoring without Lizzie Murphy in the goal.
So Loreto with 11 outfield players against the 9 outfield players of Railway Union. Sarah Patton trying to get through the gap. She's got past Grace McLaughlin, but she's run out of room. But that's exactly where Railway Union wanted, in the Loreto half.
Yeah, another green card, and that's no surprise, because they did try and block Sarah Patton out there. It's Quiva Purdue, I think, who's going to have another sit down. She's had a fair amount of rest time in this match, but it was a golden opportunity for Sarah Patton, so you nearly feel like she was willing to sacrifice herself, because the pace of Patton was so dangerous there.
So it's 10 aside now for the next couple of minutes. 3.5 minutes on the clock. Railway trying to get the second goal, which would surely be the clincher. Katie Mullen will take this free. No goalie in the net for Loreto. Lily Lloyd managed to get a touch onto it. And it's going to be a penalty stroke, I think. Penalty stroke to Railway Union. Extraordinary moment in the game. This could be the clincher.
Well, it can be so difficult when you take your goalkeeper off. Everyone's so worried about... Well, it's a foul in front of goal. And it was a golden opportunity, obviously, because no goalkeeper in there. So it'll be Roisin Upton, as she so often does, stepping up And Lizzie Murphy does go back on for the penalty stroke, which, you know, I'd say from the sideline, so frustrating for her to watch this.
Could this be the clincher? And it's in the net! And Railway have a 2-goal cushion, and we've got only 3 minutes to go. And it's Roisin Upton, who scored last week in that titanic match up in Banbridge and has scored again today to put Railway Union 2-0 up, and just minutes to go.
She's someone you want taking those opportunities. She's a big game player. She's a big moment player, Roisin Upton, and I think this might be another card. Katie Mullen knew exactly what she was doing, running in front of the ball there.
Railway doing anything they can to stop Loretto, and at 2-0 they've surely got one hand on the cup.
Oh my goodness.
3 minutes on the clock.
So for Railway Union, they've got 9, Loretto have 10, and it's all internationals on the bench. Quite incredible.
Yeah, the Irish sisters, Katie Mullen and Sarah Hawkshaw, sitting beside each other right in front of us here where we're watching this game, and Cueva Perdue also off the pitch for Loretto, who have no goalkeeper in their goal. They've got to do anything they can now to at least get 1 goal back. But can they do it? It's been such a frustrating day for Loretto. They've tried so hard to get back on this match, and now Emma Smith has, I think, taken a ball in the face.
Well, the stick, I think, it's really dangerous when your stick is hooked like that to pull at it. So as the foul happens, Emma Smith is in the wrong, obviously, here when I think she steps in here, but it's this part here where the stick is pulled and hit her in the face. So never nice. But Loretto have the ball. Christina Hamill, and in fact, it's Lisa Mulcahy. Upton with an important tackle.
The Railway fans trying to get behind their side, trying to win the cup again for just the 3rd time in their history. And here's Lily Lloyd trying to take it away, as far away as she can from the Railway goal.
Every second she keeps the ball on her stick is gold, but well, Mia Jennings gets it back for her team. Such a mountain to climb, though, getting 2 goals back. Just under 2 minutes left in the game.
Laid off by Pratt. Down the line it goes. Christina Hamill trying to get into the circle. Maybe a chance here. It's going to be another penalty corner. How many times have we said that in this second half?
Well, it's been 15 across the game, but 13, I think,
penalty corners to Loretto, just 3 to Railway Union. But look at the scoreline, that's all that counts. 2-0. Railway Union on the cusp of winning the big double. The Champions Trophy followed by the Irish Senior Cup. Looks like Loretto will have to be satisfied with the EY League in what has been an incredible season of matches between these two teams. Sharon with the shot into the corner. Again the save from Maloney. And then she kicks it away. Railway are now just seconds away from their 3rd Irish Senior Cup. It's going to be a free to Loretto on the edge of the circle.
As soon as that pass went to the post, Emma Maloney was sprinting over to deny. Was it Yasmin Pratt who had injected?
Christina Hamill couldn't keep it in. Every Loretto player is trying to press the game, trying to find some way through this Railway defence that has been absolutely brilliant this season. It's extraordinary how many times they've had clean sheets, even in these big matches. Knocked in strong by Sharon. Penalty corner number, what is it? I've lost track. 16, it doesn't matter. The hooter is gone. They'll get to play this penalty corner, but it's Railway's Cup. What a frustrating afternoon for Loretto. Beaten 2-1 last weekend by this Railway Union side. And now Railway Union just ready to celebrate the end of Emma Smith's career. What a day for her. What a day for the rest of the Railway Union players too. Back-to-back cup wins.
Oh, well, Sarah Patton went too early. So keen to keep a clean sheet, Railway Union. She broke the line. She'll have to go to the halfway line. So just 3 defenders for Railway. There's never been a better opportunity for Loretto to score, but it will be too little, too late.
It hardly matters now. Wouldn't it be so frustrating for them? Another great save. And it goes in. They've got the goal, but they haven't got the trophy. It's a repeat of the scoreline of last week. It's Railway Union 2, Loretto 1. And it's the yellow and green who celebrate again on this incredible day for Irish women's hockey. And a sad day too, if it is to be Emma Smith's last match. But what a way to leave the stage.
Yeah, you rarely get to be sent off in such a manner. 2 trophies, 7 days apart. And the second trophy coming on your 40th birthday. Real legend of the game in Irish hockey. Such a servant to the international team, but even more so for Railway Union. She debuted at 16 for the first team under Una McCarthy, and how fitting that she finishes her career 24 years later under the same coach. I think her 2 children are here watching. I think her husband, Fran, will be delighted that it's the end of her career, but also very, very proud. I hope she'll go on playing club hockey, and watch out in Division 2 next year, because Emma Smith is coming.
And is there any chance that you'll be playing with her next year? That's the question.
Well, I don't think I quite retained the pace that she had, but it's great to see. I think Emma Buckley, Emma Maloney was absolutely fantastic in goal. And this is exactly what they're like at training, by the way. If you haven't followed their social media, do go and have a look. It's very entertaining. They love to dance around. But there's Emma with her daughter Ilana. And,
on the left-hand side there on the halfway line.
A strong O'Brien contingent over there as well. The O'Briens of Railway. Ciara O'Brien's kids and Ruth Ann O'Brien's kids. So they're being inspired by the Railway Union women's first team.
And we have to pick a player of the match, and I don't think we could go much further than the Railway number 1, could we?
No, well, I was just saying that she was absolutely incredible. 16 penalty corners, 1 was scored right at the end, and definitely a good few were run down by Orla Patton and by Katie Mullen, but a fair few were saved by Buckley, but also in open play. She was absolutely incredible, and I don't think if she wasn't in goal, would Railway have that trophy that they'll be handed in a couple of minutes' time. It was a brilliant game. Yeah, a little bit scrappy at times. So many cards, which I think shows how competitive these 2 teams are. They're absolutely desperate, not just to win the trophy, but to beat each other. It's such a strong rivalry. So it was really, I found it very funny at the end to see the current Ireland captain and the former Ireland captain both sitting on the bench watching as the team won.
Literally a metre away from where we're standing. You can't get much closer to the action than we have been today. And for all the jubilation in the Railway camp, you have to have some consideration for the losers. Loretto have had a fantastic season. They won the EY League. They were the most consistent side in that competition. But when it's come to the one-off matches, they've struggled against Railway Union. Yeah,
and I think it's been the opening few minutes. The opening quarter has been where it's let them down. They conceded 2 early on last week, 1 this week, and maybe it's just the fact of starting a little bit more slowly that's cost them the 2 trophies, because they finished strong. They're so fit. They're such a big unit, as in all 18 players contributing. But they put on a brilliant show for us today, and I'm sure that we'll see much more of them in the years to come in both competitions.
So a fantastic day for Railway Union. The woman of the match, the player of the match, is Emma Maloney of Railway Union. So we'll be hearing from her in a few minutes' time, and she will get her medal. And what a wonderful performance from her in the Railway Union goal. It has been an extraordinary season. It's the final match of this live stream through Hockey Ireland, and hopefully all of the viewers on TG4's YouTube channel have enjoyed the action that we've brought them today. What's your reflections on the season, Isabel, in the round?
Well, I think it's been actually quite tight. I know Loretto were very good in the league. They have been the last couple of years, but more teams coming closer together, I think, has been what stood out to me. Also, having a look at the EY2 and the teams that are coming up, it's always really exciting when you get new teams in. So that'll be interesting to see how the two new teams that are coming in get along. But yeah, it's been brilliant to watch, and I think just the athleticism and the professionalism of amateur teams is something truly incredible to behold, because it's a big commitment. It's an All-Ireland league. You've got to be travelling up and down the country. So I think that the sport is in a healthy place, both the men's and the women's side.
You know, there's one person we haven't mentioned since the final whistle, or at least I haven't. I don't know if you did, but Una McCarthy has been in such a stalwart of Irish hockey for several decades, and for her to get this trophy at the end of this season, I think, is a just reward.
Yeah, well, when she was coaching when I joined Railway a long time ago. I won't say exactly when it was, but you know, back then we were the bottom of the league. We were kind of propping up the bottom of the league. Emma Smith and Kate Dillon, who I saw on the sideline there, they were the two bright hopes, and Ciara O'Brien was centre mid. She was our only international. But to bring Railway, and she, you know, it was very much Una who drove a lot of the youth hockey and all that went well for Railway Union, and to see her get the success at this stage is so good. And what's brilliant for me is she doesn't look like she's tiring. She's going to continue going on, and she's also bringing other coaches with her. And I don't know if you saw that she had a webinar, I think it was, encouraging female coaches, and she's going to try and push as much as she can to help other females break into not just coaching in general, but at the higher level as well, which I think is so important.
Well, there they are in front of the Sidney Dagg Memorial here at Three Rock Rovers ground on the Grange Road. I don't think Emma Maloney knows yet that she is the player of the match, but she certainly looks happy, and certainly all the Railway players will be drinking a few bevies, I'd say, into the night. And
I believe it's a party in Una McCarthy, so if you know where that is, that's where to go later on.
I'm sure you might be there at some stage of the evening, being a former proud Railway player yourself. But we're going to leave it now, the commentary anyway, on this great day for Irish hockey, and thank AIG for their sponsorship of these two magnificent trophies: the Irish Senior Cup for men, which was won earlier by Lisnagarvey by a score of 4-0 against YMCA, and just now we saw Railway Union come through in the final by the odd goal in 3, by 2-1. It's been a great season. We look forward to bringing it all to you again from next September. But from Isabel Joyce and myself, Stephen Alkin, I'll say bye for now.
I'd like to bring your attention to the pitch, where I'd like to introduce Vice President of Hockey Ireland, Barbara O'Malley, President of Leinster Hockey, Deirdre Matthews, and Head of Marketing, Consumer Marketing and Sponsorship, John Gillick from AIG. To get us going, we'd like to ask Barbara O'Malley, Vice President of Hockey Ireland, to say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get to the presentation and the formalities, I'd like to say a few words of thanks and appreciation. I would like to thank the technical officials and the umpires, without whom these competitions would simply not happen. The teams, players and their coaching staff who have put in on such a wonderful display of hockey. The Ball Patrol, Tree Rock Rovers and Hockey Ireland staff for today's venue and for looking after us and the teams so well. I would like to thank the fans and the spectators who have showed up today to support these players and teams and to support the love of hockey that we all share. Finally, I would also like to thank our partners and sponsors, in particular AIG, who are the main sponsors of the AIG Irish Senior Cup and who are helping us maintain the legacy, visibility and future of this world's oldest club hockey cup. Thank you.
If I could ask John from AIG to say a few words also.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just a couple of words on behalf of AIG. First of all, what a game. Well done, Railway. Absolute brilliant performance. Hard luck to Loreto. Really tough, I know. Elite Sports, tough. And look, brilliant performance. Very, very close game. And you guys, I'm sure, will be back next season. On behalf of AIG, we'd like to sponsor, obviously, the world's oldest hockey tournament. It's a brilliant tournament. We've seen the two games today. Brilliant elite athletes at the highest level, and we're delighted to be able to help showcase the sport going forward. We like to TG4 and get it live on TV and stuff like that. So we've got plans to do that and just amplify and bring this game, this wonderful spectacle, to a bigger audience. And finally, just a big thanks to Hockey Ireland, to Anne, McCormick and Nick and all the team at Hockey Ireland. They're a wonderful organisation. We're delighted to work with them. So best of luck and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thanks, John. We'd like to thank the umpires and invite them up to receive their medals, presented by Deirdre Matthews, President of Leinster Hockey. Next, we'd like to ask John from AIG to present the Player of the Match Award. This is nominated by the media, Stephen Alkin and Isabel Joyce. And the Player of the Match for today's finals is Railway Union number 8, Emma Maloney. We'd now like to call up the captain from Loreto to say a few words, please.
Feels like a bit of a performance or something to me. First of all, I'd like to thank Tree Rock for hosting. I'd like to thank AIG for the sponsorship of the Cup. I'd like to thank Hockey Ireland, Deirdre and Leinster Hockey. Next, I'd like to thank Railway. Feels like deja vu making this, but well done. You guys won on the day. You're the better team. Well done. Next, I'd like to thank our supporters in Loreto. You guys have been brilliant all year, so big thank you. I'd like to thank Fitz, Clarky and Anne-Marie. And lastly, I'd like to thank the girls. It wasn't our day today, but we go again next season. And what a season, to be honest. A league win and 2 finals. So thank you, girls.
If we could ask the captain now to call up each of the players in turn
Grace
and receive their
McLaughlin.
silver medals.
Lisa. Grace. Yaz. Relly. Shifra. Rebecca. Ava. Emily. Quiva. Ella. Katie. Molly.
Sterling job.
Caitlin. Liz.
I saw that.
Nicola.
That it's the easy ones to get out of.
Tina. Clarky. Fitz. Anne-Marie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Loretto. If you could now call up the captain for Railway Union.
Hi everyone. Firstly, I'd like to thank Three Rock for hosting this game today. I'd like to thank Hockey Ireland, to the sponsors, AIG and our own sponsors. Thank you for putting on this great event and tournament. To the umpires today, thank you. Next, I'd like to thank Loretto. You guys are an elite bunch of athletes. Today was a battle. Every game we play is a battle. It could have gone either way. We have so much admiration for you guys, and I know next year it'll be the same. It's going to be no different. Okay, so don't change a thing. Next, I'd like to thank our amazing supporters. You show up every day, rain, hail, snow, all around the country, all around the world, and today was no different. Thankfully, we got some good weather for you today. Next, I'd like to thank our amazing support group. I'd like to thank Lofty. I'd like to thank Patrick Maloney, who does our programme every week. Our ball patrol, the Smiths, everyone who runs our table. I'd like to thank Maggie, Ellie, Gareth, Rachel and Una. They're our coaching staff. And I know we put you through some amount of stress. So thanks for sticking with us. And yeah, thanks for a great season this year and all the previous years. Next, I'd like to thank this amazing group of women that we get to play with. You guys are superb on the pitch, off the pitch, and it's such an honour to play with you every weekend. So thank you all very much. Okay, so I'll call you guys up. Ailish Long, Jenny Long, Saoirse Griffin, Niamh Going, Niamh Shaw, Orla Fox, Ali O'Leary, Lily Lloyd, Olivia Mullen, Sarah Patton, Orla Patton, Jade Arundel, Sarah Hawkshaw, Roisin Upton, Emma Maloney, Katie Mullen, hold tight, Una McCarthy, Garrett, Ellie, and finally, I'd like to just say a few words about Emma Smith. I don't really have anything prepared to say, but she's a once-in-a-lifetime talent, once in a generation. It's an absolute honour to have played with you, and you've made each and every one of us better. So thank you so much for everything you've contributed to Railway, to Irish hockey, to the league. You were phenomenal on the pitch, off the pitch, an amazing mother too. And we're so lucky to have you on our team. So finally, Emma Smith, one more year. Oh, and yeah, it is her birthday. Thank you. you. Thank you.
And if we could just ask the captain to hold back, and if we could invite John from AIG to come forward and present the captain of Railway Union with this year's AIG Irish Senior Cup trophy. And that's over to you now, Railway Union. Congratulations. And that's a wrap from all of us here. Thank you very much for your support and coming out today. Don't forget to check out Hockey Ireland TV next season for all of your hockey. And also check out AIG for your insurance requirements. Thank you very much. Get home safely. We'll see you soon.